Tracking a suspected serial killer. Target 8 uncovering more revelations tonight about the long-haul trucker accused in the 1996 murder of a 29-year-old mother of two.
Garry Dean Artman was arrested in mid-August, but Target 8 investigator Susan Samples discovered he was on police radar within weeks of the 1996 rape and strangulation of Sharon Kay Hammack. Sue?
Garry Dean Artman remains behind bars in the Kent County Jail tonight, awaiting trial on charges he raped, strangled, stabbed, and bound Sharon Kay Hammack. But in a newly unsealed search warrant, it's revealed that the task force that investigated the murders of a dozen sex workers in the mid-90s received a tip about Artman back then, and that's not all.
We responded out here and we have what appears to be the body of, we think, a female.
October 3rd, 1996.
29-year-old Sharon Hammack is the 10th woman to be found dead and believed murdered.
The 10th victim, but the first found the same day she was murdered, early enough that critical evidence remained, DNA, inside Sharon Hammack and on the cords and blanket that bound her body. It would be the killer's haste in discarding Hammack's body and DNA advances that would ultimately unmask an alleged monster nearly 30 years later. 64-year-old Garry Dean Artman identified by comparing crime scene DNA against ancestry databases. The over-the-road trucker recently charged two with the rape and murder of 25-year-old Dusty Shuck, whose body was found near a truck stop off I-70 in Maryland in 2006. Two murders separated by 10 years and 500 miles.
You got a truck driver, prior arrest.
Retired FBI agent Andy Bart Nowak thinks Artman may have killed more.
I think it's highly unlikely that he commits one murder in '96, commits another one in 2006, 10 years later, and nothing in between.
There's a lot of cases we have to look at here.
In search warrants filed in late August, Kent County detectives sought records from trucking companies that employed Artman. It was here that investigators revealed a bombshell. Garry Artman's name is not new. In 1996, just 3 weeks after Hammack's murder, a tip from an MSP detective based in Ionia. He had heard about a man named Garry Artman from staff at an Ionia prison. Artman did 11 years for multiple rapes, including those of two teenage girls. According to the tip, women at one of the prisons were scared of him. He made claims that the only reason he got convicted was because he left his victims alive. He liked to do it in the car, used knife, exhibits antisocial personality, no morals, no remorse.
Some people go to prison and they use that as just as like trade school to better refine their craft.
Released in 1992, Artman settled in Grand Rapids, and that's where he was interviewed in March 1997. The detective at the time wrote, Artman admitted he had prior problems looking at girls as objects for his pleasure. He admitted to using prostitutes for sex from June 1992 through November 96, a month after Hammack's murder. He was shown pictures of victims prior to their murders and denied recognizing them or harming them. The search warrant also noted Hammack was last seen on foot near Burton and Division Southeast, 5 miles from Artman's home at the time in the 500 block of 54th Southeast. Hammack's body was found near 76th and Craft, 8 miles from Artman's home, and only 4 miles from Artman's job at a trucking company in the 4300 block of Patterson.
Frankly, who knows what he's been doing for the last year, 2 years, 3 years? I mean, who knows how many victims are out there?
The MSP detective who interviewed Artman is now retired. He was part of a task force investigating the mid-90s murders. He told me today he has no recollection of interviewing Artman. It was one of many tips. He said he would feel terribly if he had dropped the ball, but he does not think that happened. He said it's likely he just could not get enough from Artman to make a case.